This feels live.
Live.
I have our YouTube channel open, so I'll let you know when the video kicks.
Okay.
Rock on.
Switch over.
Wow. Hey, we're live. All right.
We're doing it.
Did it.
That's the whole battle.
Should see us coming up shortly.
We done did it, boys.
May I say something?
Huh?
There we go. Okay.
Can you hear us okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As clear as can be.
Live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello
go
there.
ahead and-
Hopefully there's no
Very nice.
feedback coming through.
Nope.
Hell yeah.
We're all set.
Right on.
Very nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
Xavier,
Oh,
could you
you-
turn up your volume just a little bit in Discord?
This is Mitchie. Having this door open is like a game changer. It's like legit 20 degrees cooler, not even joking.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like get out of here and I'm so hot.
That's why you got that pool, man.
How am I
I
sounding
know, I
now?
just go straight to the pool. I'm out. It's just live cast from the pool, like in a big floaty.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Also, welcome.
Oh.
We sell, and then there's one that's like staff only. And so I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she's like, "Oh, we should make a sign." So jokingly, I was like, "I need flames on it. I need Guy Fieri." And she printed out some Guy Fieri pictures. So it's the one of him doing like the hand thing, and
Oh,
it just
yeah.
says male center staff only, and it's just him in the flaming shirt with flames behind him. I took a picture. I'll send it to you guys.
Dude, that's sick. Put that in our Discord.
It honestly, it makes me so happy to look at it whenever I'm like going by. Anybody who goes to the fridge, I'm like, they see it.
You just walk
dude.
by and you hear the Triple D music going on in the background.
Whenever you open the fridge, donkey sauce.
I bet you could set that up too. That'd be really funny.
Right,
Scare the
just
hell
rig
out of
it.
someone.
Just rig it so there's like giant speakers on top of the
Yeah.
fridge.
It's Guy Fieri isms.
We're rolling out. Just
Shouting at you.
no, she did a
Scaring
killer
everybody.
job, and like, dude, it came out like I'm so happy with it. I hope it stays up there forever.
That's good.
Funny.
I was like, "There's no way this is actually happening." And then I went to the printer, and there's a big ass Guy Fieri cut out. I'm like, there
dope.
it is. There it is. So I'll send it where James can see it for sure.
Perfect.
I need the hatred.
How mad do you think James would be if we like drugged him and then tattooed Guy Fieri on his ass?
Oh, dude. Like his signature or like his actual picture?
No, you know how like Steve-O has Steve-O on his back?
Yeah.
Like it'll be like that, but like with the pose for Guy Fieri.
Oh, man. I would love it. James would hate it.
Right, but he'd never see it because it's on his butt.
That's true. You would never see it. And we would see it all the time just because of how James is. That's fair. No, but yeah, I was so happy with it. I'll show it to you guys after. I was
Nice.
stoked. And even if they made us take it down, I was like, we're keeping this. We're posting it somewhere. It's like regardless, that
for
bad
sure.
boy's staying up.
Oh,
man.
hey, man. Xavier, do you got chat open for stream?
You got the chatty batty.
Or
Yes.
OBS, excuse me.
Oh, yes.
we got Gustavo, our boy Gus, is in the chat, joining us for the live show.
Let's see. Chat.
What's up,
Gustafson.
man? Good to see you, Gus. Thanks for joining, dude. We always appreciate your support.
Yes.
Oh yeah, bro. Hopefully it wasn't scorching hot where you're working today, because hell no. I'm sure it was. There's no way around it. But
It was hot today.
oh yeah,
It's out in the Santa
It was like
Clara
that.
area.
yeah. Dosum went to the. I was gonna say bathroom, but I meant to say beach. He went to the beach, and when he came back, he saw like a fire like down the street from us, like the elementary school. There was like a portion of it on fire, and then there was like another fire. He said he thought it looked like it was coming from Simi, but I don't know.
There was.
But it's already started. Yeah, there it
there
is.
was a fire on the freeway, on the 118 as you're going up the hill.
Oh.
A car was on
Yep.
fire. As
okay.
I passed right by it coming home. I was like, oh, what the heck is that? Oh, that car is fully engulfed.
Damn, I wonder
Just
what
like-
happened.
Yeah. the
I know. I'm
engine
always
was
so
on
curious
fire.
when things are just engulfed in flames. Or like, how did this happen?
Right. What's the story there?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what occurred that this happened?
Crazy.
All right. But yeah, hopefully it wasn't too hot for you. I guess I don't know. Hopefully.
I saw this morning on AP News that there was a fire in California, and I'm like, God damn it! I really hope it's not where we're going to be camping next weekend.
I hope
Oh, dude, that would be the worst.
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
Why
man.
not?
Hopefully not when we're
We
camping.
just avoid all that. That would be nice. Just have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, Xavier, your computer background
Oh, it
changed
changed.
it.
Well, let me fix that.
Pulling the old swap
There you go.
room.
There it is. Oh,
There it is.
There we go.
there, yeah.
There
That
we go.
beautiful me.
There it is. Oh,
Man, I got tons of mosquito bites.
Still?
Just
How?
They
just
lit
being
you up?
outside. Just like taking out
Man.
the trash. I'm standing outside.
that amount of time?
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
weird.
getting you?
Either that or something's in our bed. You got to change out the sheets or something because
Bed bugs.
got a bite on my arm. It itches. My legs are all bitten up.
Damn,
Not good.
son.
No.
You got that
You
tasty
gotta-
blood.
Yeah, you got to eat more bananas and get some tiki torches.
Does bananas like repel them?
Yeah,
No.
they don't like bananas. That's what
It'd
I
be
heard.
really funny
I don't know.
if that's not true and Corey's just getting you to buy bananas
just-
for no reason.
He's like, "Get
I'm
up
working
on your
for Big
potassium."
Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just eating like 4 bananas a day. Still getting bit up. You got to up the dosage.
Yeah.
Up the
And what you
dosage.
really
10
wanna
bananas
do-
a day.
You mush it up in your hand. You rub it on your face. You rub it on your exposed arms.
And go to work.
Someone told
No
me
more
that-
mosquitoes. It's a homeopathic cure.
I like it.
Somebody said
Personally.
that rub dryer sheets on your skin and it'll keep them away.
Dryer
I've
Interesting.
never heard that before. I
Okay.
should look that up.
Dryer
See if it's
They're just trying to give you sickness.
a.
Like
Or they
absorb the
think that
dryer
you-
sheets.
They think that you smell,
Yeah.
and they're
They think that's the only way to like stop it.
Better
Deodorant's not a
say-
thing.
better
Just
take a
rub yourself
shower.
with dryer sheets. It's the same thing as taking a shower. Same thing.
same thing. Same thing.
Same thing as a dry shower.
It's a dry shower. I'm saving water. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's a drought.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for California.
Doing my part.
Damn you, Kelly.
Now, if you don't mind, I need to go rake the forest.
The only way to stop it. Why aren't they raking the forest?
Aren't they raking? I went to Norway and they were raking.
No fires in Norway. It's astonishing thing. No raking California. Wildfires every year. Huh.
You gotta rake more.
Where's all the rake money?
Yeah, we gotta buy rakes.
We got a rake budget. We got rakers.
All right. I think. Come on. We can't call them.
Eh. I'd be a raker.
Yeah.
Just be
I
out in
think
the
you'd be
forest.
like a rakist.
A rakist. I am a rake man.
You'd be in the forest cutting down the trees.
Yeah, that's true. There's too many leaves. Just take
Yeah.
out the trees.
It's like Paul
I've had
Bunyan.
enough. Let's just cut out the middleman, all right? Burn this sucker down.
Yeah. Create no burn zones.
Because everything's already burnt. Will not ignite anymore. We've done all the damage.
We've done a controlled burn.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta do preemptive strike on our own stuff.
Yeah.
You want the fire to win, or do you want us to win?
Yeah, which is it?
Choose your side.
All right, we could probably start recording now.
Alrighty. Recording.
And recording now.
Me too.
Rock
We
on.
are recording.
We are
Right.
live and we are recording.
Wow.
How is this possible?
Through the
They said
power
we
of
couldn't
science.
do it. Yet here we are. Look at us. They said we couldn't do it.
They said we couldn't do it.
And they're right. This isn't working.
Hell, we said we couldn't do it.
Oh, true.
That's more likely.
Yeah.
It'll never be done. You fool. You damn fool.
Anyways, I love you, man. Thanks for coming over.
Let's see. Oops.
Well, ready when you guys are.
Keep clicking on
All right.
stuff.
Clicked on
Hey,
everything.
for everyone in chat, Gus, the man. Just like normal, we're going to be recording our episodes, and if you have any questions, we will be answering those during our breaks.
Yes.
So, yeah, we appreciate you being here, and thank you. We always love the energy that you give us. Thank you.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for the support. Anybody and everybody, especially you, Gus. Thanks, brother.
Consider giving the video a like.
Ooh. Like the bit. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, brother.
Don't forget that bell. Ding!
Bing bong.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life. Instantly flag.
Yeah.
Oops.
We blew it. Restart the stream.
Oh, man.
Capiche.
All right, if you guys are ready, I'm ready, Freddy.
Okay. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it to it. Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live episode of the Weekly Tall Talk. My name is Kale, one of your co-hosts here. Here on the Weekly Tall Talk, if it's your first time listening, we either start with a short story or a would you rather. It's always chaotic. It's never good.
No.
And that's just how we reward each other with friendship. So we dive into that. There's not going to be a short story this time. There's going to be a would you rather. But before we get to that, because we're live, I need to know how you guys are doing. Corey, how
Oh,
are you doing?
You know, brother, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm doing fantastic today. You know what I
There
did
we go.
today? I went to the valley. I bought some drugs. I got some chili cheese fries. I came home.
Lunchbox?
Dude, I tried. I got some chili cheese fries elsewhere. They were great. But I came home. I drank some beer. I got a little bit of that green in me. I ate those fries.
Zaza?
Yeah, bro. And then I fell asleep on the couch with my dog and woke up just in time to do this show. So I couldn't have had a better day.
If that doesn't say SoCal, I don't
Dude,
know what does.
That's the way. That's the life down here
It's
when
literally
you're
the life.
jobless. But
That's
I gotta
like a
hear
lot-
from Xavier. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. My day
I like
unfortunately wasn't that exciting and chill.
Aw.
But hey,
Dude, just get not a job.
I
Just
wish-
live like Corey right now. You get a little Zaza, some chili cheese.
Some chili cheese. That sounds
That's
good.
the life. Worry about it later in like 20 years.
I got spoiled. My wife Brittany made some steak elote rice bowls that were delicious.
Oh,
Bro,
And,
where is the
Jesus,
invite?
that sounds good.
I'm
Oh,
rude.
Brittany, Brittany.
So I got spoiled. Came home.
That sounds fire.
My daughter ran to me and screamed "Dad!" and gave me a hug. So it was a nice warm welcome coming home. So.
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, no, I've been good. But I want to hear from our esteemed host of the hour here, Mr.
Esteemed.
Man.
But we'll get you everywhere. Corey will be answering first on everything. Perfect. I'm good, dude. I had a special project at work today. We had it was around 10,000 pieces, but it was 4 separate things, so it was like 40,000. But the machine ran like perfect. I had the dream team with me today. I had the tech, and I had the other guy who's been there forever with me, Chris. So we knocked it out. So it went from we were gonna have the hardest job of the day to knocking it out in a couple hours and just being chilling while everybody else is working.
That's good.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
So I was chilling, and then for dinner, I grilled some pork chops while Dosen made a chicken curry. Right on. He did teriyaki chicken in the air fryer with a sauce. Ooh. It was fire all day. Oh man! I wanted to eat way more. Yeah. But I wanted to not have a food coma for this, so I only partook on half of what I wanted to eat.
He kind of wanted to be awake for this.
Yeah, I was like, I need some energy, so I'm gonna cut it off right here.
That sounds great, dude. You guys.
No, but yeah, and I always like doing the live shows. It's a little bit exciting. It's a little bit fresh for us. We've been keeping up with it, so it was time, and I'm ready to get into it.
All right. Awesome. Well, what do we have in store for us today, dude?
All right, guys. Here's your would you rather for this week. Would you rather be born with gigantism without any ailments, but you only live 30 years old? So, like I said, you don't have any ailments.
Okay.
30 years is we're older than that already.
Yeah, I'd be
so
dead.
Think about that. Or live an average life cycle into your 70s, but you only grow a foot tall.
Oh. Holy God!
So you're a foot.
That's tiny.
Yeah, that is very tiny.
That's very small.
A foot.
Yes. Foot, 12 inches.
Okay, wait. If I'm gonna make a decision here, I gotta understand one hard fact. If we're gonna be tiny, are we do we suffer for do we look like do we look like babies, or are we proportionate to what we are now? Am I just like me, but like a buff little boy?
Yeah, or you just
I wouldn't voluntarily describe it like that, but you are proportional, yes.
Okay, great.
So you're proportional. You are. We talked about earlier. Small. Think of small soldiers.
Yeah.
You guys are you, but like that scale.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. It would make playing with Xavier's action figures a lot more fun.
It's cool. That would be us in the background right there, just jumping around like. Woo!
There, yeah, exactly.
And then, yeah, I mean, we're proportional for that. But let me give you a little bit of background on the gigantism. For that, let's say you start this journey when you start to go through puberty, and once you hit puberty, you start growing at a little over. Well, let's just make it easy. Let's round it to 3 inches every year until you're 30.
Oh my God.
Depending on your height, you're like, what is that? Every 3 years, 9 inches. So every 4 years, you're growing a foot.
Wow.
Since your puberty.
Goodness.
So
that
would, you're
but no ailments. But no ailments.
No ailments. So you're healthy. You're just gigantic. No ailments. No, hard lifestyle for you other than just being massive.
And you keep growing.
Keep growing until you die, which unfortunately is 30 years old.
Oh.
Okay.
So we're already older than what we would have been.
Fair enough.
That's true. But we'll imagine that we're younger.
We'll just imagine it in our minds. Yeah. Perfect. I'm 24 again. Mentally, I'm 24 still, but not yet. So, knowing those two options, Xavier, which would you prefer out of those two?
Out of those two, I kind of want to go with the foot tall.
I knew it.
Yes,
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Man. If I can if I'm just a foot tall and I'm my proportioned body, totally. I'd be like an action figure size. Man, there's so much shenanigans you can get into with that.
And that's with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But but I could also see some side effects, some downsides to that too.
Downsides, Xavier? Really?
Some negative effects, or some negative things may come up. Some
put it in a rib shot.
Yeah, no, I'd pick that. I'd pick the 1 foot taller, the 1 footer. Coming
Just
at you.
such a small scale.
Yeah.
Like even any of us standing, just looking down at somebody who is a foot tall.
That's just crazy. Yeah.
Would you like? Would you use the? Would you? Would you try and live like your normal life?
I would.
Like, would you? Would you be in IT?
Oh man. Oh man. No, yeah, Corey, that's opening up some ideas. So what if I could be like running cable through like the ceiling and stuff?
Literally,
just give me cable bundles
yep.
and I'm running through.
Exactly what my thing is. You're like going through the air vents, the little
Yeah.
pockets, the little stuff,
Yeah.
all the inner workings of the
Yeah.
building. You're just in
There it
there.
is.
Just getting
Man's
small
already
areas.
making it work for him.
Dang.
See, they're already like that. He's like, nah, we got to run these cables. You don't understand. I got a guy on the inside.
That guy, yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
He's
I got a
inside
guy.
the
Here,
wall.
going through the vents.
Yeah, do you hear
He's
that?
in the wall.
Click, click, click.
That's Xavier. He's up there.
Just pop out. Hey. Yeah, man. Now I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I could imagine finding some use. Some
Oh, for sure.
usefulness there. Now, getting to and from work might be kind of hard. I wouldn't be able to drive.
But my first inclination with you being this size
Yeah.
is somehow making yourself fly a drone around, so you can just be flying around.
Dude, you could be the only unlicensed drone pilot that's flying it with the controller as
Exactly.
it's going.
You're just whipping around.
I
Yeah,
like
RC cars would open up quite a bit of opportunity for you.
that. That's true. I
You
like
just put
that.
some boosters on that bad boy and just be flying.
Dude, that'd be wild.
Dude, yeah, those RC cars that go up to like 60 miles an hour. You seen those?
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
yeah. You'd be flying.
There's yeah, that's funny you mentioned that because just that whole hobby itself is pretty wild. You can get pretty deep in RC cars. People do some crazy
Yeah.
stuff. RC cars running on actual gasoline. They
Yep.
they have some serious horsepower for like a car.
Right.
But yeah, I could definitely that would be cool. Hopping on
That would be.
an RC car or truck, just ripping it.
Ripping.
See this car going on the freeway. What's that? I just
What's
gotta
that
try
little
not to get
car?
run over.
Somebody's
Just
with
avoiding
somebody
everybody
riding
else.
it too.
Yeah. I saw a little man riding an RC car on the freeway.
Everybody would think that they were insane.
They
Yeah, I
probably
would just feel like that can't be what I'm seeing.
I can't
There's no way this Toy Story.
It's Toy Story. Yeah, I'd probably cause accidents. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. I'd be like, what's that? And I'd blow up everybody.
Just like weaving in and out of traffic.
Yep.
Or I could
You just ride under a semi, just coast all the way.
protected.
Save yourself
yeah.
some gas.
It's true.
Yeah, like hitch up to something.
Yeah, exactly. Just jump on it.
Drive up, hook a hitch up to it, just chill instead of getting tugged to work, getting pulled
Yep.
to work. Oh, that'd be funny. Or like like you said, fly a RC plane. Be like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
that'd be so cool, man.
That's
One
a
of those
dream right
little
there.
remote controlled airplanes. Just wow, just everywhere.
yeah,
That'd be so cool.
that'd be cool. What about you, Corey?
You know what? I think I gotta go the opposite way. I think I gotta
Yes,
go the
sir.
gigantism.
Gigantism.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I would want, especially and Kale said like without ailments. That's what sells it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
That's
biggest. That's the biggest thing for sure.
Yeah, because like the growing pains of growing 3 inches every
Oh.
year. Oh my god, the clothes you
Yeah.
gotta buy, the food you have to keep like eating just to like sustain that energy. Like
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I plus like I've always wanted to be taller than Kale, and I was for a period of
Ah, there
time
we go.
until this motherfucker grew taller than me. Sick of it. Sick of it. I want to look down on
I don't
you,
know.
little man.
Damn it, it's happening. Hey, Corey, you can also use the RC cars. You just have to tie like 10 to each foot, and you just be
That's
like
true.
flooring it in the carpool lane in the freeway.
Be roller skating on Xavier's RC
Exactly.
cars.
Yeah.
Just imagine a chase scene of him on a little car, and then you just like following him on the freeway, like "Grrr."
Or he's like in the helicopter or a plane, and I'm running
Yep.
away, and he's like shooting at me with an airsoft gun.
It's like slowly King Kong
It'd be like North by Northwest. Yeah, King
Yeah.
Kong, exactly.
Yeah.
just squatting at his little RC plane. He's just like, "Grrr."
Yeah.
Oh, but then you see like a 9-foot man scaling a building to get away from
Yeah,
like a
like-
little person.
another accident on the freeway guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
man.
I'm
I
trying trying to take out a kaiju over here.
There he is. I
Trying
see
to
him. That was
capture it for a
Never
tournament.
mind that.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
I'm gonna raise him.
Oh, but dude, you would.
My little kaiju.
Do you have any idea how tall you were when you hit puberty, like 10, 13 years old? Do you have any idea how tall you were?
So I stopped growing when I was around 12. I hit the height of about 5'10". I think I'm between 5'10" and 6 foot, depending on the convenience store marker.
Those vary, man. Those vary.
They really do.
Don't let it fool you. Those vary.
Yeah, that's why when I walk in the door, I always like measure my head and be like, "Oh, damn it, I shrunk in this store."
This
So yeah, I actually stopped growing at around 5'10" when I was 12.
So if you were 12, and then you did another 4 years, you'd be 16. You would then be 6'10" at
Jesus.
16, and then at 20 you would be 7'10".
wow.
24 you would be 8'10". So you would be almost 10 feet tall.
By the time you passed.
That's okay. Choice made. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.
Oh,
I would be taller than Kale and a better baller than Kale.
I believe you. You're like, this isn't any fair. This guy's like taller than the backboard. What the hell am I supposed to do, man?
I just have to drop
Stand
it
in
in.
the, just stand in front of the rim.
Literally just hold the ball up in the air. Nobody could get it.
Yeah, just throw it all the way up here to me, guys, and then you just drop it in the net.
Yeah.
And then guarding, I just have to put my hands up and stand in front of it. But then I'd be getting hit in the face with a basketball like a lot.
I'm just trying to jump
make
shot
a
it.
shot.
And just goes to like your chest.
Dunk.
That's got to be a foul.
But you know what?
gotta
The
be a
determinant or not? We got to hear from you, Kale, on
Yeah.
this because you are in real life a giant.
True.
You're 6'8". We all got to look up to you. You look down on us. You can see my bald spot. So what's your choice?
But honestly, they're like both are cool because like Xavier said, being that small, you could just be like a nuisance and just literally just like get in all kinds of trouble. And then, I mean, you fit anywhere. Just hitch a ride on somebody. I jump on your purse. I'm out of here.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
But,
like a possum or a raccoon.
But also, if I'm me, and I hit puberty, and I was already close to 6 feet, I would be like 12 feet tall.
Damn. Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So then,
Dude, I feel
you
like-
would again be a better baller than me. Got it.
No, we can't take that away from you. As much as I want to be even taller, I think I want to cause mischief as a little tiny fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I could ride a dog. I could ride like all kinds of like animals.
Wow.
I could ride a rat or like be friends with a hedgehog. There's so many things. I don't know why I turned into Dr. Doolittle when I frickin' shrunk, but apparently that's where my mind goes. I just want to be. I'll be part of a crime syndicate, but I'm just the guy that gets into the places, but I
Yeah.
can't like actually steal anything because I'm so tiny. So I
Yeah,
got to be
you'd
like
be like,
disarming the alarms and everything.
You'd be like the Sam Fisher of the group because
Yeah.
maybe you can go in through the air vents.
Exactly. He and I are just like, yeah, riding rats. There's like damn rats in the vent again. Little do they know it's just Xavier and I running around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We could be exterminators too.
Exactly. We just find it and we just find small guns and we're just like, yeah,
Or
actually,
like,
we
like
just have little swords.
Yeah, little sword.
Like, yeah,
and
get it. We're just spearing the rat like we found him.
Damn, I'd pay to see that. That sounds awesome.
spear. Give me a shield.
And
a
also-
spear, just-
I mean, in terms, you brought this up, Corey, but you're going to be spending quite a lot of money sustaining the calories. Xavier and I need like 1 kernel of corn
oh, true.
a day.
That's true.
Yeah, we're.
So I mean,
shrinks,
any
so-
kind of food we would.
I would
It's
give
just
you
like
my
nothing.
leftovers. No problem.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Oh.
Speaking of leftovers, I think I'm going to go check the kitchen after that introduction about Dawson's cooking. I'll be back. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Food break.
Food break.
And then introduce our break section.
All right, guys, we're here at our 5 minute break. Every segment that we do, read chat, hang out, shoot the breeze. Also wanted to do a shout out for Las Gomitas Picositas. Corey, it's my understanding that you got snacks recently, or you're about to get them.
No, okay. So I did get them. In fact, I got them hand delivered. That was super cool. We really appreciated that while I was at work. I got these. There were gushers covered in chamoy and tahini. I asked for like extra spicy. Oh my god,
how spicy!
The problem was I was working with other people, and I had to give them samples, right?
Like here, you got to share.
Yep, I gave them to the kitchen staff. I gave them to the few people I was working with, and one of my managers liked it so much that she put an order for 2. She got dried mango, she got pineapple, and those were hand delivered to her as well. It was fantastic. Las Gomitas Picositas. Check them out.
Bringing the fire. I like that. Yeah, dude, that's one of the first orders I got was the Gushers, and I loved it. Oh my god, it's so good.
Nice.
I got to place an order soon for sure.
The mango gummies that I got are pretty good too. I like those.
Oh, dude. Score.
Yeah. I want to try the Gushers though. That sounds good.
Yeah, the Gushers are insane.
Especially, and here's a little trick for you guys. Put them in the freezer. That's what I did.
Oh, that sounds good.
They were cold and then they were spicy. So like the too much spice wasn't too bad because then you put in another cold gusher and the inside juice is cooled down your tongue. Great.
Hey.
I watched something earlier today. I forget where it was, but it was something that says if you eat something really spicy, eat something else spicy, but not to that spice level, and it'll actuate it and make it less spicy by eating something else spicy, but not at that level. It's like if you have a pot of boiling water and you add cold water to it, it drops the temp. It's the same premise for heat, for Scoville units. And I was like, what?
So if I eat like a Carolina Reaper pepper and then offset that with a jalapeno, I won't need anything. I'll just be fine.
I don't think you'll be fine, but I think it will tone it down.
I'm going to go test it out.
No, don't do it. But I'm a poor boy, Xavier. I can't see if there's anybody in chat. So is there anyone in there?
Yeah, we have Gus in the chat. Albert.
Gus.
Yeah, man. Someone named Albert. We appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. We hope you're enjoying it so far. If you got any questions for us, my friend, go ahead and ask them, and we will answer.
Either on this break or the next one.
The question we have from our man Gus. Corey, if you would go giant, would you have clothes ready for you? And what about the bathroom? Yeah, I'd have everything tailor made. So like if I'm going giant, like I gotta.
You gotta have like a supervillain outfit, Corey.
Oh, they'd be all suits, but I'd make them so they're like still just slightly too small, so I look even buffer than I actually am.
Hell yeah, dude! That's how you offset it.
Right.
I'm just imagining you as like 10 feet tall, but in a zoot suit.
Ooh, okay.
That would be cool.
I could see you like just rocking it, man. You'd be taller and slender, just because the way proportionally you would just grow. You could be way heavier, so you'd be pretty in shape, but be like 400 pounds.
Right.
Damn.
I could do that. And you know what? To
just
be honest,
suits?
If I know I'm only going to be living till 30, I'd be growing out the hair the entire life, and then I'd put in like side braids. I think that'd be sick.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, you're only going to be 30, so I mean, you would just do anything and everything.
Yeah, gotta try.
Oh, yeah. You get a lot of attention.
And what about the bathroom? I just use Kale's pool. That's what I normally do anyways, but it's fine.
I feel like when you're that height and you're that stature, the world is your bathroom. Just go wherever, man.
What are they going to do? What are
they going to force you into a stall or a porta potty? You're bigger than the porta potty. What are they going to do?
Yeah, you got to like hunch over in it.
Yeah, exactly. Be like super uncomfortable, like an airplane bathroom. You're just like, no.
Yes. Airplane.
Yeah,
that would be the worst. You traveling? Oh. Okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, it'd be a pain in the ass. Oh man.
Gus said, "Would you go under the bridge and collect a troll toll?" Absolutely, man. Got to get
everybody pays the toll.
The toll.
Everybody.
You got to jump out and ask 3 questions anytime you want to cross.
Hell yeah. What is the velocity?
An African swallow or an American swallow?
I don't know that. Yeah. I love they have that same clip. Everybody who gets yeeted. It's that same clip of that freaking ragdoll.
Yep.
Oh,
What was
man.
his name? Tim the Magician?
Yeah. They call me Tim. I'm like,
Tim.
what the? Razor sharp teeth.
The guy gets.
Stupid as hell.
He answers like, "What's your favorite color?" He's like, "Blue, no green."
Green.
Yeah, he messes up. What is your favorite color? He messes up his own question. Blue. No.
I love that movie.
Dude,
Great.
it's so good. I love it.
We should do a watch party for Holy Grail.
I'm down, man.
Oh,
It's
sure.
that movie's hilarious. They're like, attack, run away, run away. Dude, I literally had almost a panic attack because I was laughing so hard when Lancelot is running and it's like
yes.
5 minutes.
I was
and then he's
just going to bring that up.
Yes.
And he's literally out of nowhere just skewers that guy.
I'm coming.
He's like a mile away and he's just like, yeah. And he just kills that guy.
The two
Oh
The
my
guard's,
God.
Standing around, just like watching.
Yeah, it's like, and the music, the triumphant music that's playing the whole time that just fades in and out every time he's running.
Yeah.
Dude, that is such like a thing that we would do if we were the ones making that movie. That kind of stupid humor is like just
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Damn.
Oh my
if we had the funds to do a movie and it's just bits, that would be pretty fun.
I mean, hopefully at some point we're able to do that. We would just do an indie movie that's just pure stupidity.
Yeah, our own version of it. Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, exactly. We'd be like the only ones in the theater opening night. Hell yeah!
Us and 10 people just laughing our asses off at stupidity.
Hell yeah! It's the boys.
Yeah, that's like what it
But
is now.
usually kind of how it goes. Well, guys, hope you did what you had to do because we're going back into it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Alrighty.
Come.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys. For ad one, we're gonna dive into Corey's choice for this one and ask a couple questions about that. How would you change the world around you to suit your needs? So, Xavier, I'm assuming you're a similar height to Corey.
I think so. Yeah, Corey might
Yeah,
be
just
a little
So
taller, but-
same kind of build. You both would be what did we say? Almost 10 feet tall. So, in a situation like that, how would we need to change the world or at least your daily lives? How would we better that? How would we change it to where you guys would not be miserable all of the time?
Corey, do you want to start off with that?
Sure, man. Just go ahead and pass the buck. That's fine, Xavier. That's fine.
Yeah, that sounds like Corey's got it. Corey's definitely got it.
Yeah, I can lead the charge. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, you.
I like
How would I change the world? I definitely have to I think I'd put my time and energy into like clothing. As odd as that sounds. I'd want to make clothing that's like more meant for people of all shapes and sizes.
Right.
And especially with like working with like gigantism, I don't necessarily know if I would be a tailor, but I would try and meet as many tailors as I can.
Right.
Because I think I don't know how prevalent gigantism is as throughout the world or as a birth rate, but having like a unified front on like if you have gigantism, this is the store that you can go to. We got all the fashion trends for you, baby. Like Kale said, put me in a zoot suit.
Yeah.
Nice tuxedo at 10 feet tall. That'd be great.
That'd be really cool.
That would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, clothing. I feel like you could get a lot of not freebies, but I feel like people would or people involved in the fashion industry or tailors or anything like that would kind of jump at the opportunity to design clothes for someone who's 10 feet tall.
Right.
I just feel like if you were to like say, oh yeah, the suit was made by such and such, I mean, that's such a rarity that I feel like people would just try to like maybe kind of clamor at a thing. I don't feel like you would be going without. I feel like people would want to help you or want to make stuff comfortable for you. At that size,
when I think about
it's a rarity.
And when I think about like that specifically, what comes to mind is we talked about basketball before. I think like I might go into that as a profession since I'm just already super huge, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you hit
but,
the
like,
lottery. So,
Yeah, you could use the money from that to go into other ventures, you know. And
right.
now, do we know that we're dying at 30, or is it just like on our birthday we wake up dead?
You wake up dead.
It's like, yeah. I feel like you would have an inclination, given the rarity of your size and everything. I feel like you would probably know, like, this is not meant for the long term.
Okay.
Is how I would look at it. Even without ailments and stuff, you're like, there's got to be
Okay,
something.
so I would know the realities of it, like where I
Yeah, like you're not gonna
cardiovascular problems and things like
right.
that.
Yeah, you're not gonna have you're not gonna have necessarily like longevity. It's not gonna be the goal.
Okay.
When we're all 10 feet plus tall.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck it. I'm not going the basketball route. You know why?
Why?
Wrestling. I'm gonna be the next Andre.
Dude, yes.
Yep.
I was gonna say it. I was 1,000% gonna say it. You would literally just be able to manhandle anyone.
Yep. Pick everybody up like they're little babies.
Yeah, it would be like a gimmick. It would be like literally you could just dominate everyone.
That'd be
I like
great.
it. Wrestler money, you could probably get like a really nice contract, really nice salary, and you would only have to do it for a couple of years, and you're set.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter really if you destroy your body, because I mean you have a final.
We're like,
yeah,
okay,
finite
we're
time.
here for a good time, not a long time.
That's what's up, dude. That's
That
how
old
I live
adage
now.
right there.
That's why I said like the chili cheese fries and shit earlier, man. Just enjoying the day. But
Why not, man?
Xavier, since
Yeah.
since you passed the buck to me, man,
You
we gotta
pass
pass
it.
it back.
Yeah, pass it right back.
What are you gonna do to change the world?
Um,
Xavier runs the world.
so
Who
if I
runs
had-
the world? Xavier.
Xavier.
Xavier
If I
does.
had a gigantism, and I was 10 feet tall, yeah, I don't know. What would I do to change the world? I don't know if I could maybe I could make an impact just being the tallest person in the world in our scenario here. So
Right.
maybe there will be people that, I would try to reach out. Like clothing would be one. That would be something that maybe I could help with other people who have that condition.
Right.
Probably try to raise money for charities for other people that have certain ailments and stuff like that. Maybe they could use me as an inspiration. That's
Yeah.
really
So you'd be
fool
like an
myself.
ambassador.
I tried, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, basically.
Not
I
to
mean, you could be spreading awareness for different things, different causes, whatever that might be.
That's what
I mean,
was
I would
thinking,
listen to you. If you're just like as tall as my house, I'd be like, whatever you say, whatever you say.
I mean, fitting through doors would be hard. I'd have to make sure I'd bend down,
Yeah,
my head
dude.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would try to raise awareness to maybe trying to be more accommodating to people who have this change in their body, and maybe just try to raise awareness with charities and local fundraising groups, or just go out and speak to people who may have some sort of difference in height, if they're like have gigantism too, like me, or anything like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely would try and see if anybody would. I mean, who knows? Maybe just being that tall would be like I would become
A god.
not a god.
Yeah, demigod. He's killable.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. I'm still mortal.
Damn it.
But
Go for the legs.
but like at least to maybe just become like a sensation. Maybe not intentionally to become like
Right.
a popular person, but just that'll probably happen. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
like, look at this giant, he's doing all this other stuff. I don't know what kind of profession I'd be in, but
Right.
But you'd lean into it for sure.
yeah. But yeah, I think that I would just try to raise awareness to that kind of stuff. See what I can try to help people out, and
Right.
forth from that. But Kale, what about you?
Hold on,
I
I
mean-
think I could answer for Kale here.
Yeah.
Kale, you said you're going to be like over 12 feet tall. So I imagine what you would do, because you do this in real life, is go to villages of smaller people and terrorize them.
Corey, you know me too well. I will be
Am
the monster.
I on the money?
Dude, you can
I will
in
be the
movies.
monster written in your histories. I will be the abomination.
There you
No,
go. Hollywood
I would definitely would
recast.
terrify people regardless. So I'm going after them. But also, I feel like it would be like an Uber cheat code, and I would cement myself as the strongest man in the world.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there you go.
I mean, just our physical stature. Any of us are that height, that weight, anything, your muscle mass just on your skeleton alone. If you were to work out and get swole and get like conventionally strong, I see no reason why we couldn't lift 800, 900,000 pounds and just dominate.
Be a super-
Well, 900,000 pounds is a lot of.
900,000. I could do it, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
We
that's the
crunch the
spirit.
numbers, we'll crunch the numbers on the break.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go for world's strongest man. Just cement that in there. I definitely thought of the same thing as Corey. Wrestling would be fun
Hey.
at that height, but I definitely would want to see some form of transportation that could fit us, either like a giant like one-seater
Yeah.
car,
Oh yeah.
because
I
otherwise
didn't even think about that.
you're stuffed like a sardine in something.
You'd be
That's
riding
true.
around.
Imagine
and
a
could-
train or a bus or something like that. Like I don't even know. Stuff's uncomfortable for me, so I can't imagine being 4 feet taller
Yeah.
and
God, yeah.
like trying to survive anything. So like these NBA players and all these other guys that really are like just 7 feet and above or whatever, the inconvenience of that being that size is like staggering. So I would try to make like either a giant trike motorcycle, that'd be sick,
That would be dope.
or like
Yeah.
a one-seater like kind of clown car to get us around.
Okay.
Yeah,
If we
transportation
could
would
be-
be like the worst.
What if we just got a double-decker bus and removed the middle platform?
There
That'd
you
be sick. Get everybody on there, standing room only, boys.
There it
Just
is.
gas it around town. Oh yeah,
Take a turn way too hard.
exactly. Just everybody tops over.
Double
And you know what I picture is all three of us at 10 feet, 10
Yeah.
feet, and 12 or 16
man.
feet respectively. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Walking around
Just do this
town,
gang of giants just roaming the streets,
just picking up wee people.
just picking them up and just throwing them as far as we can throw them.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Fight us?
What are you
huh?
gonna do?
With spears?
Bullets won't do anything.
Get your torches?
Get
Your pitchforks?
Your
There's nothing
pitchforks?
you can do.
your
Saint
spears.
Frankenstein, we're not in a castle. Beat your ass right here in Reseda. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, I mean, travel would have to be one of the, I mean, clothing was the big one, but like traveling or any kind of like, yeah, any kind of way for transportation would have to be something to consider like major.
Yeah,
You know,
the
and
transportation part.
I think too, like, you already have a hard enough time in airplanes. In fact, I have a hard enough time in airplanes, and I'm like average height and build because
It's
they're just
terrible.
making them smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
But, like,
that's
I
criminal,
think-
man.
People in.
Dude, I think that would be the way to go. Like, if you ever had the funds, start your own airplane or airline, and then make seats that actually fit people.
That would be nice. I would just do that even at a loft because, god damn it, it sucks. No one likes
Yeah.
it. It doesn't
No.
matter what height you are, dude. On like 4 of the flights, normal, like I would say, average height people are the ones that also buy the emergency exit rolls. No
I
one
do.
likes it.
Yeah.
No
I
one likes it.
specifically do.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. So like that's definitely something like I would make mine. I would just rip off Soul Plane, but I would flip it from Soul Plane to Death Metal Plane
Ooh.
and just be
Ooh.
blaring stuff. So that way, whenever I come on as the captain, you don't hear anything I'm saying. Like
Do
now,
that.
descending a quick stop on 4,000 feet. We'll be there in 10 hours.
Nah, dude, you'd have to. I
Just
think
like-
I think we'd have to get Paxton as our captain from End of an Era,
Oh,
and he
God,
could just
those-
do the death metal vocals as the
yeah, and
captain.
everybody's just like, "What do you say?
Don't worry about it. Buckle up.
Are we on
bitch.
the right? Are we on the right flight? I don't know. I can't understand that guy. I love it.
Do we have to buckle our
brutal.
safety belts?
We say all the signs are just like fire.
There's
It's just like just doing.
I'm not sure what to do.
But I think we might have answered this already. But what would be the most like inconvenient part of being that stature? Say all of us are blessed with this immense height.
Yeah.
What is the biggest inconvenience of a day-to-day life that you would imagine?
Man, inconvenience. I mean, trying to fit anywhere that other people normally could fit. Just going through
Right.
doorways, trying to get into vehicles that are not suited for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
like yeah,
you definitely would be standing out in a crowd. In a crowd.
Oh,
of
dude,
people.
there's no way. There's no way you're
There's
blending in
no,
ever again.
no.
It's over.
I don't know if you get any privacy.
Oh no, dude, I feel like people would be enamored with you.
Yeah.
There's no way that you were just like glanced at that height and been like, oh yeah, that's cool. That guy's tall. No, they're like following you, filming you, doing whatever.
Oh yeah, dude. Like people, we were at what fucking Walmart together, Kale, and some dude came up to you and was like, "How tall are you?" I wonder how often you truly get that, man. Like at least once a month.
See, there you go.
It's all the time.
See,
you know. And maybe like the most inconvenient parts are the jokes that people try and say to like cozy up to you, like, "Hey, how's the weather up there?" And you're like, "That's the 8th time I've heard that today."
Oh yeah, you get a lot of that. So maybe that's the most inconvenient part. People's reactions to you.
The annoyance.
I've never had. I could say I've never had like a negative reaction, other than like people with like Napoleon complex. But other than that, like. I've never had like a negative reaction, or I've never been in like in a bad mood where someone's like, "Oh man, you're tall," or "How tall are you?" Or but people just say random heights at you. Right. I've had that happen a lot. They're like 6'4", and I'm like,
no,
like me? No, it's 6'8", and he's like, "What? No way!" He's like up to my shoulder. I'm like, "What are you measuring? what are you measuring right now?"
They too measure themselves by the convenience store markers.
Right, exactly. But yeah, Xavier. I mean, like you said, maybe lack of privacy.
Yeah, I'd imagine just being out in public, you get a lot of attention. You get a lot more attention than you normally would expect. I'd just be like, people would be drawn to like, whoa.
Especially if, let's say, you have anxiety or you have any kind of like social issues, and then just having people like want pictures. People are gonna want pictures. People are gonna want to film you. All these things. If you're having like a bad day, and then you're just mobbed everywhere you go. And
then you lash out and they scream monster. And
what the hell? And they have fire everywhere. There's all these torches out of nowhere. Who's selling all the torches?
Exactly. Where are these? Who's got the torches?
Big torch and big pitchforks are making a killing off of us, and I don't like it.
Damn. I think one of the inconvenient things about it, and it really depends on the country that you live in, is the amount of how would you say, the amount of care that you would receive for something like that. What I mean to say is we have private insurance in the United States, right? We have to pay for our procedures out of pocket, copay, blah, blah, blah. You would have a lot of things that you would have to have money at that height. Because like we said, custom cars, custom clothes, custom doctor's bills. You would have to have money because you do not have support in the country.
Yeah, nothing is geared towards you. Nothing,
right.
Not one thing is geared towards, let's make something for a 0.0000001% of the population.
Exactly.
And that's for what I could see you, an individual becoming like viral, or just maybe not viral, but like just like an instant sensation, maybe. Just
like
draw to you.
Definitely out of the norm. Like, holy
it'd be hard. You'd have to have like a custom house, a custom bed,
maybe
all that.
People that would
you could potentially do that. Let's say along that same thought, if none of our plans work out, Corey's not a wrestler, I'm not a strongest man, and Xavier's not a philanthropist. We have to get regular ass jobs. No job that we're going to go do is geared towards us anyway. Like say you do your tech job, Xavier, you're 10 feet tall, but you're still tech. You're gonna have to like crawl on your hands and knees to get into buildings.
Oh man, yeah.
Like to get into your doorway. Doorway is 80 inches, right? So 6'8" is normal doorways. You're 3 feet taller than that. So even bending over is not going to do it. I mean, just being in a cubicle or a thing, or I mean, like even if we had regular jobs, it would be a pain in the ass.
Damn. So maybe gigantism wasn't the way to go.
No. Or you chose right. Ignore all of that. Terrorize the village. Get a castle at some point. Ooh. If you're that tall, you have to be able to get a castle.
Yeah.
So like no one goes up there. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could be inconvenient for that. But you know what's not inconvenient?
What's that?
Taking this break. We'll be back in 5.
Right
True.
And that's perfect because I want to get a beverage.
Beverage.
A beverage.
Give me one.
I'm gonna put it.
Getting a seltzer? You getting a monster?
No.
Just throw it. Throw it from your house to Corey's house. Dude, I would love that. That's another thing. Like, if we were that height, I would love to just do things. Like, we could probably throw a can of Red Bull like a mile.
Oh, dude.
If you're that big, you can just throw it like over the mountain. Somebody like, Corey, spear me. You could throw it from Simi to me.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Someone's been brained by a Red Bull can.
Yeah, exactly. It just explodes a car because of such velocity that Corey throws it at. It just explodes through.
Yeah, yikes.
Like,
Yeah, we don't have to have a tank. Just give me the missile. I'll throw it at him.
yeah, I'll just throw it in there. I'll just rocket this bad boy.
Now I'm thinking like Liberty Prime status, except, throwing bombs.
Throwing bomb.
All right,
Oh, you know what? Fuck. How did we not think of this Master Blaster? You just
Oh,
got a normal person strapped to your chest.
That's
They need to
amazing.
fight.
And if you got a type of armor being that size, you could be the Juggernaut.
That's true, baby.
You could just run through stuff, just terrorizing. I love how it always comes back to that.
I know.
Who
We're
could be
just
harmed?
terrorizing everyone.
There he is.
Oh,
Leave me
do you want to
alone.
do an ad for Men of Misfortune?
Sure. Hey guys, whoever's in the chat, Gus, I know you listen to them if you're still here, but just shout out for Men of Misfortune. We love everything they put out. They have 3 shows now: the anime show, the current events, and their true crime.
Yep.
All things are hilarious. That whole group is the banter between them. They are like us. They go wildly off track, and I love it. And it just feels like home when we listen to them. So check out all of their shows. They put out quite a bit of content. They just had a new studio upgrade. Tyler was telling us about that, and their new setup. They were doing some interviews, stuff like that. So by far, definitely a high recommend from us to check out Men of Misfortune. They've been a support of us since the beginning, so it's only right that we do it back. We love them, and we're working on some stuff. So maybe we'll get to that in a little while. But for now, enjoy and check out Men of Misfortune.
Yeah, check them out. They got a new podcast or not new podcast, but a new show. They were off for a couple months, and they just dropped Ted Bundy Part 2.
Oh, Part 2.
Pretty sick. It's on my listen list. I just saw it today, so that's what
Very
I'll be
nice.
doing after the show.
I like that.
Gus in the chat says, "Would you go and no, got that one. You could do sumo wrestler or volleyball player. Golf would be funny.
Golf would be funny.
If you, dude, you'd be like the fast. That's true, dude. He said you'd be a really good runner. You could
your
like just
strides
beat
are
out
like
anyone
10
in the
feet.
Olympics.
Yeah, your strides are like 10 feet.
Right.
That's another thing. The Olympics, we could dominate. We would be like the only ones that do multiple sports. I think there's a couple people that do multiple sports. But we could do
Simone
power.
Biles,
We could do
Michael Phelps.
Yeah, we could do like Olympic weightlifting, sumo, probably judo. Just beat people to death. You could do a lot of stuff.
Judo's about flipping and like getting somebody on the mat.
That's not how I do it, Corey.
All right.
I don't abide by the rules.
Dude, you get like 8 gold medals in like other categories, and then judo, you just punch somebody in the fucking mouth and disqualify everything.
I forgot what we were doing.
I'm sorry, I just went into a blind rage.
If you look, professional boxing, no one would be able to hit you.
Oh wow! And even if they did, they're only hitting you in the chest.
Yeah, they would just do body shots would probably hurt a lot.
Yeah, you'd have to build up your so you don't get the wind knocked out of you from people uppercutting your diaphragm.
Just boom, boom, boom. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, UFC.
Sumo wrestling would be a good one.
Your arm length would be like they would never get close.
Never get close. You'd just be raining down on them.
All they'd see is hands.
That's true. See that? He mentioned volleyball too. You could just stand at the net and just spike it straight into the ground. Just, I'm here. Anytime they try to send it over, it's only me on the team.
Just one guy.
America versus Canada. Just me. I've had enough. I'd like
I
to
too
think
am gonna
myself.
I'm gonna get a glass of water as well. I'll be right back.
Go for it, dude. Xavier, what'd you get? We might get a sponsorship.
It is Cutwater.
I cannot hear you. Are you on Muty Beauty?
But,
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. My little headset's being weird.
Damn it.
Went and got a Cutwater lime margarita.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you had one of those the other day.
It's pretty good.
Very nice.
Good.
Ooh. They're going to be sloppy by the end of this. That's what you're telling me.
No.
I feel like what you heard here today.
Oh, is that
What's
Cutwater you're
next
talking
time?
about?
Yeah. I wanted to find out what the ounces were. It's a tiny
It should say on
bottle.
the front. It looks like a
It
10
should
ounce,
say on there, yeah.
8 ounce to 10.
I think it might be
That's a
little
tiny-
ounce can, yeah.
It's like a tiny drink, yeah.
Okay, so you know how it's called fluid ounces?
Yes.
I didn't know that was the name for it as a kid, and for some reason I always thought it was floral ounces, like as a
Floral
flower.
ounces.
Yeah, so like until I was
like
like
it.
20, I called it floral ounces, and nobody ever corrected me until
Everyone's
I
just
read
like-
it one day. I was like, "Oh my god, my whole life
it's
is
fluid."
a fucking lie."
Yeah.
Whole life was a lie.
Dude, that's like what intensified my hatred for Shia LaBeouf. I thought it was Shyla and then Buff, and I was like, that's a dumbass name. And then I
Shia
saw that
LaBeouf.
it's Shia, and I was like, the fuck is that? I got even more mad. I was just like, God damn it. Hope you're doing well, brother, if you're listening.
He probably is, man. He's
Just out
probably
of nowhere,
chill.
he's just in the chat like, thank you, Kale. I'm
Dude, that'd be dope.
bury the hatchet.
Shout out to Shia LaBeouf. I'm sorry. Shout out to Shia Buff.
Shia Buff. I was like, that's dumb as hell. And then I read the thing and I was like, I'm dumb as hell.
Shia Boofle.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia
All
LaBeouf.
right. We are set for our next segment.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Thanks,
Xavier, I don't know
thanks
if you were
again for
here.
participating, Gus. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I was just going to reiterate to that. I don't know if you were here, but he suggested a couple things in the chat of what we could have done at that size. And sumo wrestling would have been one of the tops that I
Yeah.
think about. We talked about wrestling, but not the authentic wrestling.
We just piss off all of Japan.
Yeah,
Just
they're
like take
instantly
over
up
their
in
national
arms.
sport as a tall white.
Yeah, exactly. Just like,
fucking
what are you
foreigner.
going to do, guys? What are you
This
going to
goddamn
do?
gaijin coming into our country,
Like,
taking our
God damn it,
sports.
there's three of them. There's three of these motherfuckers. Get them out of here.
America putting in the water.
Might be good at baseball too.
Ooh,
That's
dude!
so
Imagine
popular.
you with that size throwing a fastball.
Just
But then it
That's
gets
like a
like
ping pong
beamed
ball.
back into your fucking head.
No, you'd be all the way up.
Connects it like ding.
No, because they can throw it like 100, 110, 115. We could probably throw it at like 170. There's no way. It's like going through the bat.
You would
Killing the
literally
catcher, for
kill the catcher.
Exactly. They just have body armor, Kevlar, all this stuff just to try to catch it. Hell yeah,
Yeah, that would be wild.
it would be wild. But you know what's more wild?
What's that?
Tattoo.
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, now that we went that route, we're going to shrink down the conversation to another talking point.
Okay, let's bring it down to size.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
Thank you.
All right, since we're going with Xavier and my option this time of being a 1 foot tall,
Heck yeah.
proportionate, what would daily life be like at this height? I mean, we could sleep in a shoebox pretty easy.
Yeah, you just get size 13s.
Mm-hmm.
And just
Yeah.
sleep in it.
Yeah.
Daily life.
Yeah, man. Daily life, a foot tall.
I think
would
it would be. We talked about this before, but like getting around, I think would be the hardest part because, like we
Right.
talked about in height and stride, as a taller person, your stride is equally smaller as the smaller you are.
Yeah.
So like just even walking everywhere would take you an astronomical amount of time in comparison to like the average person.
Yeah, you'd be
Right.
spending a lot more energy just trying to get down the street. Like if you had
Yeah.
a liquor store or something that you normally would just walk to, or a gas station or something, you
Right.
would be spending more energy trying to get there. I imagine. Yeah, you
Do you think-
definitely.
Do you think that you'd be eating more too? Like if you were going to like try and sustain yourself like throughout a 24-hour day?
That does make sense. I mean, if we are, like you said, Xavier, if you got your job and you're running cable, you are expending a lot of energy
Right.
Yeah.
on being in such small stature. You would have to, like Corey said, I think like have more stuff like super protein rich, like a protein bar meant for us at our current size, but we'd have to have that like in like,
Oh, that could
It's very
last you
small
all
doses.
day.
yeah, exactly.
Like
One
one
protein bar,
Yeah.
you're good.
That'd probably be enough
Yeah,
to
you'd-
last you the day. 'Cause
You'd
nat-
probably have to eat it throughout the day, but I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
imagine you'd like be able to eat like in excess of like 3,000 calories in a day, you know?
Oh, yeah, no way.
Because if we're shrunken down to just a foot tall, imagine we're everything proportional. Like our stomach, everything's going to shrink down.
Right.
So
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to physically eat them.
no, we wouldn't be able to eat that much, but maybe that'd be interesting because for our body is that small. I wonder if our nutrient intake would shrink down just because of how small we are.
Yeah.
Like if we may not need as much, depending, because like let's say Dwayne the Rock Johnson, for example, he's
Right.
huge. His calorie intake, he needs a lot to sustain his
Oh
body.
yeah,
Like,
just to
Yeah.
sustain being that
We're-
size.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like if we're a foot tall, we may not. Hey, it could save us some money. We may not need.
Oh, for sure. Value menu, man. We could eat for a week on a foot tour.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like so, like we were like you were just saying with like the power bar that would literally last you all day. I imagine.
Yeah. You'd be a Cliff Bar spokesperson.
Just,
Got to get down on that Laura bar.
yeah. It'll last me all day.
Yeah, exactly. And anybody else regular size is like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Yeah, I just eat that one bite.
That's a appetizer. What's wrong with this guy?
You know, in daily life, like I'm thinking, so we're gonna live to be a normal, like I think the average American lifespan is around 75, 75. I think 76. Xavier
Yeah.
looked it up yesterday. I think it would be hard to live that long as a smaller person.
No,
But I think that we brought it up earlier, but animals would be hard, and specifically dogs, because like
Oh.
there are people that many people who own dogs walk them in public. So like
Oh,
walking
yeah.
them or walking down the street or something at that size, like you always run the risk of a dog being just a little too aggressive, and like even if they're friendly, they could
Yeah.
knock
yeah,
you
even
down,
too happy.
right?
Yeah,
You're
knock
right.
you down, kind of stomp on you.
Yeah, you're like
Stomp on you.
You're a foot tall. They may see you as like a toy or a little animal.
Exactly.
They may go after you. So yeah, I would say being on your own would be very hard. You would definitely
Yeah.
need somebody with you.
Hooking you up.
Yeah,
For sure.
Not only like literally as protection for you, because like you would need assistance from someone who's like a normal height, or
Yeah.
or a gargantuan like 10-foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love just Corey and you. That's like the worst version of twins.
The dynamic duo. One's giant, one's tiny.
Yeah, it's like when Corey
Like
gets
a-
a splinter in his leg, you're the one that can get it. Like, yeah.
I think Xavier and I, if I was super tall and Xavier was super wee, we would have to start dressing up in S&M gear and call ourselves Master Blaster.
There it is.
just have him riding around on my back.
Gotta happen.
100%. Yeah, I feel so safe up there.
Yeah, man. But if you fall off, you're dead.
We'll give him a parachute. It's cool.
Yeah, everything relative. That's like falling off a 10-story building for you.
Yeah. Pull the chute.
No! Got to react on Corey's reflexes to catch you.
Yeah, seriously.
That
But,
that always
yeah.
like scares me about when I see people with like baby carriers on their chest, like hiking or like on their back and stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
I
dude.
swear to God, one slip.
Yeah,
that-
I did
It's
that
over.
once. I did that once with my daughter. She was, I want to say, not a year yet. Maybe close to a year she was getting up. And I had
Yeah.
like one of those hiking backpacks that you can sit a kid back there, like a baby or a toddler. And yeah, it was definitely different because you got a lot of weight distributed right here on your upper back
on your
Yeah.
shoulders.
and your
Yeah.
shoulders. So you really just got to be more conscious of your step. I was going on like an easy hike in Thousand Oaks. It was just a lot of.
Right.
It was like only one little hill, and then after that, it was just all flat. But my neighbor friend, he took his son on his back and his little his pack, and so we went. Did a little hike and it was cool.
Oh,
My daughter
that's
liked
cool.
it. Yeah, she liked it.
Nice.
But yeah, it was weird. I had to get adjusted to that because normally you're not
Right.
carrying. Maybe you're hiking with a backpack, but your weight's
Right.
distributed lower on your back with a backpack. When
Right.
you're carrying somebody, it's like way up here, so you are more
Right.
top heavy.
I think I would go for the Dread Knight appeal, where I have
Oh,
him
yeah.
in a baby carrier on my chest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, you have
That's
more
pretty
weight
sweet.
distributed here.
Oh yeah.
Would
I
you
feel
guys,
like
if you guys, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, even communicating with people, like how loud could you speak?
Yeah,
And
you'd have
that-
to yell.
Keep
yeah,
managing
you'd
your
have to
voice.
yell all the time. You can't have a phone per se.
Yeah.
Everything would have to be like voice activated, like tell Alexa to call blah blah blah,
Yeah, you'd be
this and that. Like you would
trying
have to
use your
have some
phone,
kind of
two
custom
hands.
little thing. Yeah, you're just half your body is your phone. You're just lugging it around.
Seriously, yeah.
It'd be like walking around with your iPad as your phone.
Seriously. Yes. Yeah. So I mean, even communicating, like to make a phone call, to text, you're like using your whole arms to like text.
Right.
Like what the hell is this?
Yeah, communication.
But
would be hard.
yeah, everything. Like, hey, I'll meet you guys over there. How? Why? What?
Yeah.
And then
Nah.
somebody like misunderstands you when you say, "Hey, can you pick me up?"
They'll
Yeah,
literally
it's
pick
like-
you up.
Literally grab me. What's going on? No, yeah, where are you? Down here.
Oh.
What do you mean?
You know what I just realized too? If we are being transported by other means than self-provided, like drones or RC cars, we would have to be in a special car seat every single time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
We would have to, like, if we were using public transit or something like that, we would need to actually have that with us somehow to be on a bus or inside of a taxi or an Uber.
Yeah, you would need
Tie
a special
yourselves.
safety
small rope.
seat.
Small rope. Just tie ourselves to the thing. Just get a hair tie and bungee us to something.
Perfect.
I like
The
it.
Safety. Just a hair tie.
Well,
And
we
just like we're saying with gigantism, you couldn't really get a normal job, so you'd have to do something like more like IT or something where you could.
right something with a finite detail or something that has like some dexterity to it or some kind of finesse to where like
Oh yeah, you could be an
you
artist.
could do something nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that might
That
be
would
the
be
way
cool.
to go.
That would be
the
cool.
world's smallest artist because you already got your gimmick right there. And then if you only have canvases that are like super tiny, then there you go. Perfect.
It's a niche market.
Or you go the opposite way where your canvases are like 30 by 30 or bigger. You do the biggest canvases you can and you're crawling all over them and shit and like drawing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you jump into a thing of paint and then make your little body on there. Just do art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do like an anatomy piece. That would be
That
cool.
would be cool.
That'd be funny, yeah.
Like
I would
this was
definitely
made by
have
a 1
somebody
foot
like-
tall man.
I would definitely like dress up as a character and get myself painted though.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Like wear like a barbarian costume or something.
Right.
Or like a president. Oh, what if you ran for president as the world's smallest president? Is that enough to get you elected these days?
It might.
It
like-
might be.
I don't know his political views, but he's the world's smallest president. I mean,
He's tiny.
I mean, we already had one.
He's tiny.
I know he had a Dewey, but he's pretty tiny.
He's pretty tiny.
He's tiny, man. It's cute.
Let's get him in the Oval Office.
Get him in there. Get him in a meeting.
Climb up on that desk.
Yep. Jump on that that podium right there.
Oh man.
You're trying to
Go
get
around
onto Air
and
Force
country.
One. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
The Air Force One's a little RC plane.
Yeah, it's just another guy like flying it from the other plane. I love it.
Mr. President?
Yes. What is it? But yeah, I mean, and then you would have to always, like you already alluded to this, but always being on guard because of how fragile we are. We're fragile now, um, as human beings, but I can't imagine being like that scale. Like literally, somebody just doesn't see you and they kick you. You would fly the equivalent of like being launched across a football field
Oh, I'd probably kill you.
Yeah.
with a few feet. Compared for you, in retrospect, that is a huge fall in energy and hit
Yeah.
that you're taking. So I mean, you would have to be super on edge like all the time, or like you said, have somebody like an assistant or a someone who is like going to look out for you or make sure you're transported safely or something.
Yeah.
Put you in a hamster ball.
Yeah.
Man, do you think that in saying this that you would for the entirety of your life have to have a system? Do you think that you could manage life on your own? Because again, just with gigantism, we're talking about custom everything in your life: clothes, housing, food, transport. Like, how do you get around it? Because like you can do things being a giant, it's just harder. Whereas like being smaller, the world is even worse off for you in my eyes.
I'm hoping that you get a bunch of freebies. I'm tiny, man. Whatever. Let me hitch a ride in the Uber. Let me get a free flight. Let me get my stuff. I don't take up any room.
Dude, yeah. Let me give
I'm not an inconvenience.
Come on.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know that I'm here.
Give me some
Quiet
free
as a dormouse.
I think you would be relying on a lot of kindness from other people. If you're of gigantism, you're kind of honed in on. I think you would get equally as much attention, but I feel like you would need more help as being a 1 foot tall for sure. Like you would need assistance.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like you said, if I needed to get to work, I need a little car or a little thing, or have somebody carpool come get me, or
Yeah, exactly. And then thinking about my house, like, how would I get up the stairs? Like, I mean, I would have to climb up the stairs every day, or climb down the stairs without falling.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be physically exhausted.
Yeah, so
It's like doing the Hollywood sign trail every day for you, just getting up and down from the first floor to the second floor.
Yeah,
My feet still haven't recovered.
yeah.
That's brutal.
Unless I just like make home base downstairs, never come upstairs.
Yeah, I'll never see the top floor of this house.
So you'd have to live in like a 1-story house then,
That would probably be ideal.
unless you had like the mobility chair that takes you
Right.
up and down.
Something
A little
that-
tiny one that's just like, wee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Or like, you get like a little elevator pulley system created.
Yeah,
yeah.
Little elevator in your house going up and down.
a little pulley.
And then a pole. Fireman's pole,
Yeah,
Take you
they
down.
go
Yeah, just slide back down.
or a slide. Ooh,
Oh,
Ooh, a slide would be
make it
cool.
always
Go
wanted
down
to
the
slide.
banister.
Yeah.
Just make it fun.
but like so even we talked about food. Like even cooking would be hard because there's no cookware that's made for you outside of like the regular silverware, pans, pots, and things like that.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, nothing down that size. Yeah, cooking would be ridiculous.
Imagine being next to an open flame at that size, lifting a pan, even just like an egg pan. Like
yeah.
it would be extremely heavy for you at that size. And then
Oh,
you're
yeah.
standing next to the flame
Yeah.
holding this thing.
You'd be
Yeah,
getting
the
cooked.
heat would be like that. Like you said today, it was hot here. You would be very hard pressed going outside to not be dehydrated
Oh, I didn't even
and
think
have
about
the
the
sun
weather.
be
Yeah.
beating
Wow.
you down.
Yeah.
Rain would hurt
that.
you probably.
Hail.
Get blown away
Cold,
with
yeah,
wind.
cold wind
Mhm.
Yeah,
the-
anything over
about
like
cold
40 miles
winter?
an hour.
would hit you harder. Heat would hit you harder. Everything that's a natural element would be harder on you at that size.
Yeah, like if it's raining heavy, water gushing down the street, rushing down.
Right. You get swept away literally by a little sprinkler system.
Down the gutter. Whee!
Down the gutter. It's a hard 3. Whatever.
So would you guys carry around like a weapon just in case? Like we talk about animals, like would you carry around like a sword on your back?
Yeah, I need to
100%.
have that
It'd be
custom
like
build.
a butter knife, but you know.
Yeah, so woo.
Right.
Have a
Yeah,
little
it'd be like
battle
a
axe,
kitchen
a little
knife or
hammer.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
just
for sure.
gonna stick you.
Yeah, hey, there could be some insane rats, skulking about.
Master Splinter.
And according to Lester's legends, rats get as big as cats.
Yes.
So that would be horrifying.
If I've known anything about rats, especially from all the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring, they're bad things, and they beat you.
They're the worst enemy in those games.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Nobody
it
expects
sounds
it.
like we have idea for our next business, pest extermination. Let's take this 5 minutes, talk it over, get a little business plan going. We'll be back.
All right.
I like
All
it.
right.
I like it.
All right, folks, we're on another 5-minute break or so. We'll answer questions and such. Kale, you want to give a shout out to our boy Paxton of an End of an Era and Bro Job
Hell yeah.
Backstabber?
Paxton, my brother. We need to have you back on the show, first and foremost.
100%.
You were definitely one of the more chaotic guys, which made me love you even more.
right in.
But he has his podcast with Andrew Zink, and it's Hammer Smash podcast. They talk about metal. They talk about just nonsense.
Awesome.
Everybody we shout out just has the kind of same humor as us and stupidity and the chaotic energy. So we love it.
At least we know there's more people like us.
Exactly. We don't feel alone anymore. We thought it was just the 4 of us, but there's more of us out there. But yeah, definitely want to check out their podcast. Once again, that's Hammer Smash podcast. Paxton is the vocalist for End of an Era. Endavinera, Endavinera. They have some of the heaviest stuff out right now. Also,
Yeah.
they just released a new song, he did and Andrew for Backstabber.
Oh, cool.
I listened to that. That's a long song and it is spicy the whole time. So definitely check it out. New Backstabber on the way. He's just going on tour right now, I think later this month with Bro Job. And I think the other
sick.
band is Filth. So he'll be out on the road again. But shout out to Paxton. We love you, dude. And yeah, hopefully have you back on here soon.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. It is my turn to go get some of the Brita. I will be right back.
Do it.
Gotta get that good.
Did he make it?
I don't know. He probably. Gus says, if you're so small, you can make a business cleaning PC, getting tools that fall in cars.
Oh yeah, hey, climbing down in like the engine bay, missing tools.
Oh yeah,
Detailing
man.
business.
You really get into the detail of it.
Like Debbie, I would be a tiny terrorist interrogator.
Oh my god, that'd be great. You'd like scare everybody that you're like interrogating.
Dress up some like little gremlin.
Well, imagine like you're black bagged. You're taken to black site number 2.
Yeah.
So there's no coming back from that. And you're in a cell. It's dark, and then you hear something scuttling around. You turn, you can't see anything because there's nothing at your height. Then you look on the ground, and there's like a 1 foot tall, regular proportion person going. They just come out and scare you, and then they scamper off. Be scary as hell.
Yeah, and then they start talking about it, and the other interrogator comes
Bada
in.
boom,
Like,
bada bing.
what are you talking about? A small human? What? And then just
Are
drive
you
him
on
mad.
drugs? Are you on drugs, son?
Are you on
Oh my
drugs?
god.
Are you on drugs that we gave you?
How are they working, by the way? We're testing a new formula.
Good? It's good?
I went there to go get some more water, and Debbie was listening to the live show in the other room.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Hello, Deborah.
She said hello. Hey, Debbie.
Yeah, hey.
We were just talking. She said she would be the tiniest, or the a tiny terrorist and interrogator.
Yeah.
Also, Kale, you can't see chat, but your boy Juan Hernandez says, "What up, Kale?"
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
say, "What up,
Juan."
Juan?"
My
What's up,
brother
dude?
Thank you
There
for
he
joining
is.
us, dude.
tuning in. He is my desk roommate, I guess. He's my neighbor.
Oh, sick.
at
Okay,
work.
okay.
So
Oh, dope.
thanks, dude. You're
Yeah,
up.
thanks.
You're up late, man. You work at 4 a.m. What are you doing? Early shifts for days. Thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Chat is going off today.
Yeah, man. We got quite a
I
bit
like
of
it.
combo going.
Love
Appreciate it.
the support, guys. Thank you.
Love the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Our live shows are always I always feel really good about them. I always love that
Oh, yeah.
we got people coming and saying hey.
It's
So
cool.
it's
For sure. Yeah,
it's
it's
a lot
cool.
of positive, instant feedback for us doing the show. It feels good.
Good. It's definitely a different vibe than recording and releasing and waiting to hear back or posting the snippets and this and that versus like having it out and about live.
Right.
Definitely a different vibe. I like it a lot.
And if you haven't yet and you want to, give us a like on YouTube.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very
Like
silly
and
thing
subscribe.
that people like say all the time, but it actually does matter.
Yeah.
The
does
the
do-
likes are really what drive the video for YouTube to push it out for the first couple days. So it
Yeah.
really helps.
Nice.
Like,
We appreciate that.
comment,
Thanks, guys.
hit
Even
that
if the
bell.
comment's bad, like these guys suck.
Even if it's
Yeah.
bad. Just a
We'll
comment.
take the boost.
Any feedback.
Just get that
Any
negative
feedback,
Trump press.
It's
Oh
perfect.
yeah. Any
It's a
press
witch
is
hunt.
good press. We're in.
It brings in the tension.
It does.
There we go.
What are those guys up to?
We're gonna have
Well, I love how like, you know, this episode's not flagged yet. And then Debbie's like, I want to be a terrorist. I'm like,
and it's coming from the same IP address, so you're just gonna get a knock
yeah, I'm
at
just
the
instantly
closet
going to
door.
get swatted. I'm going to come out from the recording just instantly in the big zip tie cuffs.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Never see me again. Oh man.
All
Well,
right,
babe,
we
there's
are-
plenty of other jobs, but I'm proud of you. You're becoming symbiotic with my insanity, so I'm proud of you.
All right, back whenever you guys are for the last and final section of the show.
Ooh, we're back.
Yeah.
Thank you all again for joining us.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys. Damn, Xavier's already having a miniature size drink right there. God, I love it. All right, boys, if you're ready, we're back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys. Like Corey mentioned, this is the last segment of the show, and we have another question to bring up right here. We're all living together in this shared space. How could living in this environment together be symbiotic for all of us? So if we have a bunch of us gigantics running around and then all of the 1 foot tall people,
Mhm.
how does that look? What world does that look? I like to imagine this, that there's no regular sized people. It's either or.
Right.
And it's just like, how do you see this in your mind? How do you, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I see. So, like, let's say if Corey picked the gigantism.
Yeah.
I guess
I
it'd be the
picked-
tall one.
Yeah, you could do the tall.
Hell
I
yeah.
picked the 1 footer, and Kale, you could either go either way, 1 footer, or the gigantic.
I want Corey to be the lone standing
one.
pillar of,
Hell yeah.
Dude, he'd
That'd be
literally-
great
So
because
I
I,
would
I
do-
could just lift you up and
I was
carry
gonna
you
say
guys
that.
around.
We
Hell
would
yeah,
ride
be
on
like,
your
give us the
shoulders,
lift.
dude.
we're out of here.
But hey, like, I think that could work pretty well. Like, Corey would be basically like our guardian giant. He would help us with basically everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we would probably have to figure out ways to retrofit our living area so that Kale and I could get around and do stuff without getting squished on by Corey. But
Yeah, exactly. Not getting stomped on. 'Cause it'd be over. It would be 1,000% over. We're
I would
a
definitely,
tenth of your
I would be
size.
walking around the house saying fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yes.
we would
That would be a good warning.
Trying to hide. That'd be a good warning. Yeah.
Even if Xavier and I were to scream, to like, Corey, we're down here, Corey, we're down here, there's no way our little bodies, our voice is getting up there to you.
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, we're just yelling up to you. You're
Hey, we're down here.
We'd have to have like little mini megaphones.
Yeah, seriously, try to
little
like blast our
walkie-talkies.
voice.
Yeah, little walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
You always have like a headset on, so you can.
Yeah, he always has like an earpiece in, just like, I am hearing you, guys.
Yeah.
What's that? Roger that. Copy.
Roger that.
Yeah. And then food-wise, I think Kale and I would be set. Like, because we could just have whatever crumb left over.
I would
Yeah,
literally just give
seriously.
you the leftovers.
Yeah, that would
Just,
Yeah, you
just
just
go
have,
just
like-
a little bit extra.
yeah,
You
that's it.
got street tacos, one piece of like meat falls out of there. Xavier and I are eating
It'd be fine.
carne asada.
Yeah,
It's like a smorgasbord for us.
it would be fine. So,
Yeah, I think it could go well. I think it would be interesting. Like, I think we'd have to have like a communal space and then our separate like bedrooms.
yeah. Our living
Right,
space
right.
is separate.
Like a big space for that, and then just little furniture for us
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of your furniture, to where we could kind of be in the same room.
You know
But
how they
it's
make
funny,
like real like couches and stuff for animals.
Exactly.
okay.
That'd be us.
Yeah, that'd be us.
It'd be really funny because if you had your big screen TV and you got like a 75-inch too, Xavier and I, that's an IMAX. We're like,
Oh, dude, that'd be.
yeah, we're seeing everything on that
Yeah.
bad boy.
Yeah.
We probably had to sit far away so we wouldn't be.
Oh yeah,
this.
super far away. Otherwise, our eyes just can't absorb all the
Yeah.
information. It's like, oh my goodness,
Every movie would be an IMAX experience for you.
hell yeah.
That's true.
You have like a
That's true.
sound system. It's just blowing out our eardrums every time you turn on the stereo. It's just like, oh my god. We need little headphones. Just can't
Yeah.
hear you. No, I kind of imagine like, yeah, it would be really funny because there'd be all these little RC cars or planes or drones going around, and then there'd be just giant vehicles, like giant buses, like you said, a double-decker bus, but just take out the middle,
Right.
and just like the transport size for like the two different groups would be so different. It'd be really funny.
Yeah.
All right, so hear me out. Custom motorcycle with a sidecar.
Oh yeah,
The world's
and that
biggest
custom
motorcycle. Then
sidecar?
you got a sidecar with the passenger for like a two passenger vehicle.
Yeah. But you know what? The sidecar would probably have to have like an enclosure so we don't get destroyed.
yeah,
by
we'd
the
fly
wind.
away. Yeah, we'd fly away for sure. But in just in terms of the size of your sidecar, you could put like 100 of us in there. Like, yeah, we're all going.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
if it was
Yeah,
like
you
a
could
big
transport
sidecar.
us like
yeah.
yeah, exactly, a big sidecar. There's just like a bunch of us in there. Like, whee!
That would be a true clown car experience.
That would
Rolling
be.
up on someone and then opening like this little like acrylic bubble that they see out of, and then they're just crawling out of it by the hundreds.
Yeah, like if you ever have beef with anybody, we're just riding for you, man. There's like 100 of us climbing up another gigantic person. Like that's it. We're
You might
coming
get
up
one
there.
or two, but they'll knock you down in the end. I saw the documentary,
Yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
They'll get you every time. I think.
Yeah, that.
That'd be funny because there would be a need for all of like the physical building, all of the, I don't want to, I don't want to say like physical labor, but it would be much easier for you guys to do the physical labor, but also the little finite details, like you ever said, running electrical wire, do all these things to kind of do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We would kind of offset each other with what we would have to do to make like construction happen.
Yeah.
Things like that, wiring, all these things, like doing all the minute details versus like all the big like brunt work. I mean, we would kind of play off each other pretty well. I think you like kind of fill the void of like the other person.
I think the hardest part about the shared space is us not living together, but the fact that you guys get to live for twice the amount of time that I do, if not 3 times.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that would be
like,
sad.
I'd still be dying at 30. So, for like in my mind, you guys would be living normal, and then it's like the death of a family pet. Like you got to replace your giant every couple years or so. You
Oh,
know.
man.
Damn it! I didn't think of that.
And that's if we even
No.
survive. I mean, if we don't make a fatal mistake.
Right.
Yeah, if you die, then like we could possibly die. Same thing. Corey didn't open the door. Yeah, and get out of the apartment.
Oh, we'd have like a doggy door that you could go out.
Yeah, a little
or
Tom and
we could
Jerry
cut,
door.
like- dude. Yeah, what if we had like a regular or like the tall door for me,
Yeah.
and then built into it is another smaller door.
Oh, I like that.
Ingenuity at its finest. We're just down there.
With a
like,
lock and key.
Yeah.
yep.
Hey, you
Little tiny
we're,
keys.
We're if we're a foot tall, we can still hold a key in our hand. That should be.
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah. But it'd be we'd have our own set of little keys.
They'd be able to
Tiny
get in
door.
there. I like it.
I like that idea.
Would you
I do
guys?
too.
Would you guys? Okay, so would you guys lean? Would we lean into this if we were in a normal sized world, where the world we live in now? I'm a giant. You two are tiny, wee little guys. Would we want to make that a collab? Like, because we're talking, you got to have money, you got to have help
Oh,
at
absolutely.
both of these heights. So, like, would we be trying to promote ourselves and like our earlier question, be advocates for sizes?
I think so. I think we could. I think the world would be very interested in us for sure.
Yeah.
Being one, the tallest person ever,
Right.
and the two smallest people ever in existence
Right.
Mhm.
are
That
living
would
in a
be
house together.
definitely a reality show type of vibe.
How do they
Um,
survive?
We
yeah,
would
how
be
did they
on
survive? What the hell's
TLC
going on over there?
We'd be on TLC.
alongside
Exactly.
the Honey Boo Boo and
Right.
my 600-pound life.
Yeah, we would be on that channel. So like
Oh,
the
yeah.
90 Day Fiance thing, and
You'd always be a rap group. It'd be like the Alvin and the Chipmunks sounding voices from Xavier and I, and then
Ooh, yeah.
Giganto over there with the
Dude,
bass
I
in
didn't
his
even
voice.
think about that. Like, would you guys have regular like voices?
I feel like we'd
Because-
have high voices.
I feel like we would
Like for
too.
what you would hear, I feel like they
Right.
would be high.
Yeah,
because
maybe
it's
to
so-
us.
Yeah, to us we'd have normal voices, but you would hear it as like mouse chirping.
Listen, I would love to hear a 1 foot tall person with a baritone voice.
Hell yeah!
Hey,
Don't
give
make
me
me put some
chocolate.
bass in my voice. You're like, oh shit, who said
Oh,
that down
God.
here?
Some James Earl Jones voice booming
Yeah, exactly.
out
You fool.
at you.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be cool. No, they would definitely be fascinated with us, especially if we're
Yeah.
like, it's basically the imagery of the devil and angel on your shoulder. It would literally just be Xavier and I talking to
Yep.
you from
Yeah,
each shoulder.
dude,
We'd just be riding up there like, hell yeah, man, get in there. Xavier's like, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm like, kill him.
We already have the artwork for the television show.
Oh,
Perfect.
perfect. Yeah, we're already
We've
set.
done it.
Yeah.
We're set up. We've been set up. Oh yeah, definitely. We'd get a lot of attention. A lot of attention.
Yeah,
It could work. Custom stuff.
I think so.
Everything's
But,
custom both ways.
Kale, we were going to kind of end the show here with a very interesting story
Oh yeah.
that wasn't the premise for this episode, but I think if you've listened so far, this will definitely intrigue you because there is a real person who suffered from dwarfism and gigantism in the same
Oh, yeah.
life. You wanna tell us about him, Kale?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so wild story. Like this is news to me. This is something that you guys found with, finishing off the script and doing this. And when you told me that, I was like, how is that possible? That's wild.
Adam
But
Rayner.
Adam Rayner, yep, exactly, out of Graz. I'm not sure if that's Graz or Graz. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Austria-Hungary, present-day Austria. Was born in 1899, and he was very small in stature.
Mhm.
Says here that he was at the age of 18, he was measured at 4 foot and a quarter, and
Okay.
was refused entry into the Austro-Hungarian army to take part in the First World War. He was refused because of his stature.
Yeah, because I think like if 4'10" is the legal height to be declared a dwarf.
Yes,
So
yeah,
he
so
was
underneath that.
yeah, about 10 inches shorter than that, just
Right.
about.
And then, like Corey alluded to earlier, he's the only guy to have dwarfism and gigantism.
Oh,
That's due to the result of a pituitary tumor. He had dramatic growth spurts. The first portion of the Would You Rather, we were specific with our increments of 3 inches every year, because that's literally what this man grew
Yep.
every year from that status.
which is just
Ended up being, was it
He was
7 foot 8?
7'8". Yeah, by the
7
time
foot 8 when he
passed
passed away at 51. It said here, yeah, a little over 3 inches per year. And his shoe size doubled. He went from a size 10 in a US size to a size 20
Whoa.
in 3 years.
in 3 years.
Wow.
3 years that had happened.
And
Yeah,
just a
this-
quick note, his change didn't actually start until he was 18.
Right.
Which is wild.
Kale said that he got a tumor on his pituitary gland at the age of 18, like he was a dwarf. 19, he starts becoming regular size, and he just does not stop growing for the rest of his life.
Rest of his life. And like we said, 7 foot 8.
Yes.
Say
Yes.
another foot taller than me. So basically, every doorway in America that's the standard size is about my height. He's a foot taller than every doorway you see.
That's-
Wow.
And he's coming from being 4 feet, which is maybe like half of the doorway,
Yeah, yeah.
a little bit less, to being able to not go into a room without having to bend over for your whole life.
And that was when
Right.
he was 18. He was 4 foot.
Yes, and that's just dramatic. And then you're going up 10 shoe sizes in 3 years, and then growing 3 inches in every year. That
And again, like
You
this
will-
was the early 1900s. Like
Right.
every generation thinks of themselves as the modern era because they are. But like
Right.
when we look back with 2023 lenses into 1899 to 1950, there's not a lot of help you're getting. There's not a lot of tech out there. Like we said, like all of this stuff had to be custom made for this person to live. And like there's just not that much resources to
No.
live like and be as comfortable as everybody else.
right, and that's to this day. There's nothing really tailored to that outside of maybe basketball players, professional basketball players. Just that's a lifestyle. I don't know if they make locker rooms a certain way or they make sports medicine a certain way or things like that. But like you said, especially during this time period, there was nothing available.
Right.
I just read right now that he had a surgery to try to do the partial remover of that tumor. It didn't take. And then he spent the rest of his life residing in a home for the aged. So it wasn't like he was out and enjoying life. It sounds like if he was there, I don't know. I can't speak on his quality of life. But this was another reason why we did the caveat of having no ailments. Because
Right.
unfortunately, with everybody who does have gigantism, there are ailments.
Yeah.
Body pain.
Yeah, body pain. Just like I went through growing pains. I mean, all of us did.
Yeah.
But imagine having that for your whole ass life.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
exactly.
cannot imagine the kind of just wear and tear on your body that would give you. 3 inches is a huge growth spurt for anybody.
Yeah.
And for you to have that every year from the time you're 19 to 51,
Dude.
the amount of pain that this man probably went through and agonized with for his whole life is unimaginable to me.
Yeah, we'll put his story and his picture in the Discord. Very interesting. I'd actually love to know more about Adam Rayner. Unfortunately, there wasn't a ton of information out there in our cursory glance.
Yeah.
But if you at home know anything about Adam Rayner, please let us know because it's a very interesting subject.
Oh, see, this is another part that I've read right here. I didn't know this off the top of my head. The tumor. But it said that even prior to the removal of his tumor, the way the accelerated rate of his growth and stuff like that, it says he had already been rendered very weak and unable to stand. So he was already not being able to stand at who knows what height because your body can't adjust growing that quickly and everything. I guess it wasn't his body couldn't sustain himself.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah.
But that is an amazing. I'm sure it was very difficult, but that's probably one and done. That's probably the only person that will ever have that.
Yeah. Who knows?
From
Who knows?
one end of the spectrum all the way to the other. That's amazing. Just trying to think. It's like he was 6 inches, half a foot taller than Shaq when he passed away.
Yeah.
So that's a monster of a man. So
Yeah.
just it's
Shout
all
out to
relative
Shaq.
of like. Shout out to Shaq, you big beautiful man.
We love you, Shaq.
I don't know an easy transition from complimenting Shaq, but we are at the end of these shows.
Looks like we've come to the
So
end here.
we've come to the end. This is a very interesting talk. Our imaginations were able to run wild.
This was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good segment
it was
with you
two
guys.
polar opposites of the thing, and got to experience things a little bit differently, even in our mind. So
Yeah.
we'll start off with our socials, how you can find us outside of the show if you're not live in the chat. You can find me on Instagram at talltailkale with an underscore in between each word, and on TikTok at bearded_giant. We also have our communal TikTok, which is the weekly Tall Talk, no spaces or underscores, and also the weekly Tall Talk on Instagram. Hit us up. We will respond. We want to interact with everybody. So
Yeah.
definitely give us a follow on there if you're not following us already.
Yeah.
Corey?
Well, if you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram as well under Corey.Andre, Corey, period Ondrey. I respond to messages. Anyone who hits me up, I always appreciate the convo. We also, if you are interested, we have a Patreon that you can join at patreon.com/talltailnetwork, the name of our parent company. We got some projects that we're actually going to be coming out with in the next couple months. We've been working on it all year. We're very excited. So if you feel like supporting us, please consider going there and giving us $1 or $2 because it'll help us get some tech and be able to record at the high quality that we really enjoy. We also have an email at Talltail Network. We also have a Gmail at talltailnetwork@gmail.com. We've had a couple people reach out to us. Our brother Gus wrote a script for us that was in one of our last episodes, so we really appreciated that.
Yeah.
We got questions from fans, and yeah, we just love hearing from you. This show's all about interaction and fun. But
Definitely
Xavier,
makes it worth it.
Yeah.
how we gonna find you, man? Or rather, what do you got to say for us?
Yeah, well, I would say if you like what you guys are hearing, and please consider leaving a comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like what Corey was saying, subscribe to our Patreon if you want to see more, and any other platform we have like TikTok and Instagram. Just wanted to say thank you all again for hanging out with us and listening to us have this fun conversation. And yeah, I just hope we'll see you guys in the next one. And we'll tell you later.
Oh yeah.
Love it. All right, folks, that is the end of our show. We'll be sticking around for the next 10 minutes or so, answering any questions that you folks have. And yeah, just having a general discussion. Thank you for sticking around so long. We really do appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all are great.
It definitely makes a difference. From every one of us, that makes a huge difference, having people there and being active in the thing. It makes it very worthwhile. So thank you very much.
And we're a little bit of treat that won't be included into the episode. We talked about some upgrades to our equipment and things like that. We're looking into recording live together.
That's
that
the dream, man.
As well, hit us up. We want to get together in the same room. Right now, we're all in our separate spaces.
Yeah.
But we think that would be real fun, and we would set up like a little, just a round table chat, something more intimate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll get there. We'll get there, boys.
Yeah, for sure.
I am stopping my recording now.
Okay, good idea.
Stopped. Beep.
Yep.
Boop, boop.
Very nice.
And then
Take this on.
leave the
Not
stream
sure.
up for.
Yeah. We'll keep broadcasting. We'll answer some questions and stuff that we read out.
Oh yeah. You guys see anything in the chatteroonie?
Yeah, just reading through it right now.
Very nice.
Gus says you could help scientists with research the micro thing.
Ooh. Get up close and personal.
Be
In the
the
surgical department.
tiniest scientist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Didn't think about that either. What else could we do? It would be really cool to do a really small scale Mario Kart against each other
That'd be dope.
in little RC cars.
Yeah,
That would be so cool.
could actually.
Well,
be...
just like, go ahead.
Oh yeah, because I think there's like RC car racing and stuff like that, so you could.
Yeah,
you could
for
be
sure.
A part of that, just be in the driver's seat of a little RC.
That would be a
controlling
rush. It would feel like you're going 1 billion miles an hour.
Yeah.
Somebody else is controlling you. You're like, wee.
Yeah. Or even if
Yeah, I
you
wonder how speed would feel at that level. If there would be
Yeah.
a different, because it would still be relative to you, but like, would it feel faster? You think?
it may
Right.
be. You're probably going to experience more like force of wind and
Right.
acceleration and things like that.
I would think.
roller coasters would be impossible for both
Oh,
heights.
dude.
So that would
Yeah,
be
the
an
G
unfortunate
force
missing out.
would just kill us.
You wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
do any
Immediately.
amusement parks. There'd be so
Nope.
many things
It'd
there
be
that
over.
could kill you as a 1 foot tall person.
Dude, even Disneyland would be dangerous.
Oh yeah.
The damn ducks would get you.
Yeah, they would try to fight you. Like, oh, are you food?
Running around.
You
Yeah,
food?
exactly.
What's going on?
Food
Like,
out your hand.
yo.
Yeah, you're just walking
gotta,
around
like,
with a
swing
few
a
things
churro
of
at it?
popcorn. You swing a churro at it.
Get out of here. But yeah, that would be a trip. I'm just trying to think of like what my POV would be at that height. Like in my house, I'm like looking around, be like the bottom drawer of my dresser, and then like the smallest part of my door.
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't even be able to get on my bed at that height.
No.
So it's like everything would be hard.
Yeah, you need like a ladder.
Oh yeah, like let me up there.
Like-
I'd be like Deborah,
Or
pick
just
me
have
up.
like a mattress on the floor, but you'd still need like a step up.
Right.
Yeah, you need to step up to help get up.
Wild. Have to watch out for hawks. They'll grab us.
That'd be hard. Oh, dude, you know, they got like spiked vests for dogs and stuff. For like small
Right,
dogs.
right.
You just wear like a spiked helmet.
Just,
Ha, ha.
I am
Would you
the
guys be
weapon.
worried that people would come up to you and pick you up? I would.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm
what
sure
we
people
need.
would do that.
Yeah, but,
Sure, people would do that.
Right.
What?
Look at this guy. You just grab him and be like, hell no. Especially kids. Kids would do that.
You'd probably get killed by a kid.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, ah. You're like yelling at it and just flings you into a bus. I'm
Yeah.
dead.
You just like and just throw you on the ground.
You just
I know if,
weep.
Oh, God.
if I was
Like
one
dead in the
foot,
gutter.
my daughter would
The
pick me up and
angriest.
throw me.
Yeah, the angriest 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yep. Throwing a tantrum. You're like, oh God, not me. Oh man.
Yeah. Ouch. Okay, I gotta stop scratching
yeah.
these spines.
All right.
Gonna make it worse, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think-
It's always.